All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Dash. Hey, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the Achiam, to the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of this earth, pushing this truth, right, in faith and sincerity. All right. Brother, I'm with the brothers in GMS, Lake Charles, from the Houston camp. We out here, man, to prophesy against this wicked ass place, called America, bro, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures. All right. The Most High has determined, evil, concerning this place. Okay. The Most High didn't bless America as everybody, likes to say. All right. Because when you look up or just look around and see how this place was established, upon the blood of our people. All right. The Northern Kingdom, all the blood that was shed, just by that alone, all right, you have a great judgment coming to you. All right, because like it says in the book of Numbers that that blood, has to be, cleansed, but it can only be cleansed by shedding your blood. All right. So
this is Ezekiel chapter 35, in verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord, Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Amen. You have shed a lot of blood, right, against the children of Israel because you've had an hatred, right? And that hatred goes all the way back, with Cain and Abel, all right? On how, Cain, murdered his brother, right, for being basically more righteous than he, just being obedient and doing what the Heavenly Father said to do, all right? He was jealous and he envied him because when you read Hebrews the 11th chapter, it says that, that the Most High showed the approval, right, for Abel's sacrifice. And it was the outward showing. So whatever it was something magnificent, right? And Cain seen that like, man, hell no. Right. I fucking hate this nigga, bro. So he plotted to, to murder him, right? And then that hatred, where he went up to Esau.
This is Genesis 27 and 41, straight to the point. I read in NLT. It says, from that time on, Esau hated Jacob because their father had given Jacob the blessing. And Esau began to scheme. I will soon be mourning my father's death. Then I will kill my brother Jacob.
Right. So he had that on his mind. Like, bro, I'm about to destroy this dude, bro. And what Jacob do to him? Because, bro, you sold your birthright. You gave it up. Then you want to come in there crying, right? And saying that Jacob supplanted you. All right, but you didn't tell why you didn't tell Isaac, like, I sold it to him. You see, but that was already set up through the spirit anyway, because Jacob was always meant to get the birthright, just the most out, just like theatrics. He just wanted it to play out that way. Okay, and to this day, you still want to slay your brother Jacob. All right, and you do that through the food, through the water, right, through medicine, all this other shit, bro. Just to destroy y'all people and keep our people down. Right. All right, but the Lord has raised up his men, has raised up his prophets, has raised up believers in these last days, man, and you can't stop that from happening. All right, we are healed through this word. Okay?
That word premeditated.
The word premeditated. That's how he was. He premeditated. He said, shit, I'm going to rise up and slay my brother Jacob. You see?
So it says,
because you use that word scheme. When you go into a scheme, you get the plan and shit all, you deep thought in it. Strategic, yep, you got it.
It's the word for premeditate. Just the Merriam-Webster definition, it says to premeditate means to think about, consider, or carefully plan and action beforehand.
Thinking that way, it's gonna work. You see? To carefully plan, not having no type of loopholes, no sinks within it. You see? Nah, this gotta work. This plan gotta work so I can knock him off. You see? And that's the same thing that this devil Esau Edom is doing. All right, he has premeditated snares and traps that has been laid out all throughout Babylon the Great. You see? Well, these wicked doctrines, these philosophies, you know, all type of matters of deceit. It said that in the book of Revelation how, you know, when he would be loose for a little season, he would go out and what? Deceive the nations. You see, that was premeditated. You see, and it shows that what? His plan worked, but it's the Lord that allowed it. You see? Because he was created and fashioned to be the wicked of the earth.
And according to his own law, you'll get some time behind that. You can get a lot of time behind that premeditated murder. All right, that's like, you know, this ain't no justice system, because if he really was about any type of justice, right, he'll lock himself up. Right, he's just a hypocrite.
I got a quick one. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and verse 11. I'm gonna start at 10. It says, "Let us oppress the poor, righteous man." You see, that's their whole mission. All right, to oppress you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives. It says, "Let us oppress the poor, righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth." And that's how they look at our nation. You know, like you ain't shit, you ain't worth nothing. You know, let's lock these niggas up. And what they say, the righteous is hid in prisons. You know, let's lock them up and lose them in the system, especially here in Louisiana. They'll get you going real quick. You know,
they can go away for a little crime and they'll forget he even in there.
Yep.
Before you know it, you were supposed to be serving, say, like a max a year or two. Before you knew it, you in that bitch about 15 years. I'm still waiting to go to trial.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got niggas that do 45 years, you know, and they come out of the jail ain't shit, and then we found out he was not guilty. All of a sudden, you been knew that man wasn't guilty. You know?
They just had an old man, an old Jake that just got released from that. He did like 60 years for a crime that he supposedly had committed, but shit, they found him not guilty after a long time.
Hey, but now the man of the Lord have been raised up, bro, to tell you about your crimes and to tell you what you about to go through. All right, because you going into captivity. All right, because all of the blood and you to shed in the captivity that you put our people under. All right, and the shit that you still doing to us today. All right, you have things to pay for, right? And it said that the Most High requires that which is past. So the Most High doesn't forget these things. No matter you try to take them out the history books, right? You want people to stop talking about them. All right, this is never going away. All right, the Most High say He will never acquit the wicked. All right, Babylon, you know, is going to be destroyed. All right, which is America. We can go into that too, brother. Ain't got nothing else. Revelation 17.
Michael, you can grab that Revelation 17.
Okay.
Hey, Michael.
Start the top. Yeah. This is Revelation 17 and verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels, which had seven vessels, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto you the judge. So like I will show unto you the judgment of the great whore who sitteth upon many waters.
Right, so I will show unto you the judgment, right, of the great whore. Now, this great whore is talking about America, all right, which is Babylon the Great, okay? And if you jump to the 15th verse, it'll explain the waters.
It's Revelation 17 and 15. And he said to me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, multitudes, and nations and tongues.
Because they on top. They have been on top and ruling, right, for hundreds of years. Well, I believe they just hit the 250, the anniversary, whatever. All right. So yeah, they've been on top, conquering and ruling, right, through the power that the Most High have given them. That's why I said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, and he was blessed, you know, with the sword. He's gonna rule with that. All right. So if he had everybody in subjection to him, you know what he wanted them to do. Okay. So that's referring to this place.
It was so fire too when you look at the government website. He got a 250 year banner on it celebrating, you know, them ruling, but at the bottom it says triumphant, you know, triumphant. What it saying in the book of Job, the 20th chapter. You see, Noah's thoughts not this is old, that the triumphant of the what? The wicked is short. You see? And that proves prophecy, man. The Lord, bro, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has intended to destroy, okay, Babylon the Great, to take Esau, Edom out of the way. All right, as it speaks about that in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. We are in that time to where he's about to be moved out of that policy. You see, him and all of the other kings of the earth.
That's right. Revelation 17 and verse 2. It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Mm-hmm. So America basically spread its ways, right, to these different nations. All right, they took hold of what, the democracy, because bro, before democracy came, bro, what you had a monarchy. That's when you have a king, and then somebody in his line, which will be a son, he would be basically groomed to be the next ruler, right? But now you have a democracy system, which came, back then, with the Romans, to where they had the Caesars, right? They had the Senate House, right? You vote somebody in, all right? Now you got these different nations doing that, all right? They took hold on the dollar, right? Some of these places, their women are getting that westernization. They come over here and travel, right? Or they come and move over here, and they'll cast off their ways, bro, and their gods, right? And whatever is here, bro, they just get into. That's why it's Babylon. It's so many things that you can do, and you can get into. Like anything is available over here. Any type of wickedness, bro. It's you can't run out. You have a number of options, and it ain't supposed to be that way. You're not supposed to be able to worship any god that you want. All right, it's not supposed to be a mixture of religions, all in one place like that. All right, because when we went into the land of Israel, when we were supposed to kick them Canaanites, out of the land, the Lord said, "Hey, look, bro, they basically they all got to go. All right, because if you leave them around, all right, them and their gods will be a snare unto you. All right, you're gonna start seeing the little things that they do, how they worshiping their gods, and the little fucking orgies they having. Two women, one man. Oh shit, I want to try that. You see?
It brings forth what confusion.
Yeah.
This is a lawless society, bro. This GTA in real time in Babylon the Great. Anything you want to do, that's what this devil give you access to, which ultimately shows that what you're getting further and further away from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. See, Babylon the Great promotes death. And we're in the midst of that. We were just talking about that before. We start up the camera, but we're in the midst of death, bro. Everywhere you go, Esau Edom promotes that. That's his way of so-called living. With the sword, free access. You see, do whatever you want, just don't get caught. Even when it comes to their system and their laws, look, they got certain things that have been set up to where there's loopholes within it, so they get away so-called free.
But yeah, like you say, like wickedness is readily available to you. If you want to be a mole, shit, why not? Do it, right? That's how they look at it.
That's why.
If you say you want to go, I want to go switch my gender, bro. People should just come to that sense of, okay, we need to talk to this person. He needs some help. Like, why are you thinking this way? Let's get some scriptures on this. Yeah. Instead of that, oh shit, you go to pills. We'll pay for the surgery. You ain't got to worry about it. You do it through your insurance, right? Like, bro, it's not supposed to be that way, right? It says the Most High, he made male and female. The Most High didn't make no mistakes, right? You live all your life as a man. You then 20 years old now. I just feel like I always felt like I was a woman. Like, what are you talking about?
That's what fucking Kim Kardashian daddy did. Had all them fucking kids, but now he want to be classified as a woman.
Yeah, your daddy, your mama now. Like, how does that work? It's confusion, bro.
You got two babies.
Yeah, bro. That too, like you have these, these alphabet couples, right? They can go adopt children, and they are raising that children in that mindset, and these children are being raised with your children, in the school system. And this is who they're interacting with. That's why we gotta get out of here, bro.
They say I'm gonna raise him the right way. Let him express himself.
Yeah. Whatever, man. Look, I got you got something? You still on that?
Okay.
This Micah 2:1, it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand." You see? So that's Esau Edom, as it speaks about in Job 9:24. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked, and he could, he polluted it. You know, this devil that polluted the whole earth. You see, this nigga taking pain away on the left hand side, bro. Revelations 21 talk about how when Yahweh Shah come, he gonna take away pain and sorrow. But this devil Esau Edom is trying to reenact that on the left hand side. They give Jake some Lortel pain pills, or you don't gotta feel nothing. You know, you can just go about your day, right? You don't have to suffer. You know, get indulged in all type of devices. You know that ultimately what it do what's that word? It spring you out. You know, it raw you out.
Yeah. You do all this shit artificially though, like the pills. Yeah, it'll stop the pain, but then you go into the side effects. This shit might give you a heart attack. Or bro, they always do that, bro. You see these fucking commercials, bro, that they promote, bro. You see all these people, happy couple, they running, they playing with the kids. Yeah, it's gonna do this. Like once they start reading the fucking side effects, but motherfuckers start speaking fast in the hole. Like, no, you can't just finna skip through that.
Slow down.
What you mean? I may die in 3 days. It's like, that's serious. Why would I want to take that? You see, but hey, that's this man, bro. Do witchcraft and sorcery, bro.
Yeah, that goes to show for it too. That Esau, the scripture says that whether he's a physician of no value, a forger of lies, man. You know, so he gives a sense of healing, but not actual healing, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a doctor up.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the whole system is not set up to heal you.
That's it.
They cure the symptoms. They don't cure the root cause of the problem. Because they cure the symptoms and give you other shit that you're gonna have to come back and get something for that now. So it's just a continual process to keep you in the loop to get your money.
That's right. Yeah, take this, get this prescription. Come back in 3 to 4 months and renew your prescription. We're gonna give you an even bigger dose if that didn't work.
Yeah, bro, you gotta pay this monthly shit. Like, bro, why do I gotta subscribe to this, bro? What the fuck? You have subscriptions like, I got an Apple Music, I gotta do this and that. You gotta have some shit like that for your health. Like, bro, that's crazy. Then if you don't pay it, then it's like you just out of there.
Health insurance and shit. You gotta have insurance and health.
Yeah,
bro, you supposed to be healthy.
Yeah, life insurance, this and that, bro. What the fuck, bro? You go to a physician back then, bro. They taking care of you, bro. They'll tell you, hey, look, this is why this is happening. You need to stop doing this. All right, eat more of this. That's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, them niggas just send you over to hospice. Give you 2-3 days and they shallow all. Yeah, you out there.
Bro. This is a sick place, bro.
Them niggas will tell you, I can't do nothing for you no more. What you mean you can't do nothing?
You did all that you can do.
Right. Then right before you perish, what they do? They send an old wicked ass preacher now. Nigga bring that cross in there, nigga pray over you. And that's crazy. As soon as the nigga pray over you, die. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, they do that, nigga going to hell. That's a joke. Ain't no hell. Somebody on there thinking, it's hell. Somebody might be on the hospital bed watching right now, him coming in.
This is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 3. It says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit up on a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Right. So it speaks about this woman, all right, which is America, and it says a scarlet colored beast. Where scarlet is a derivative of red. All right. Which says sit upon this beast, which this beast represents, NATO and the EU. All right. It's mentioned in, the 7 heads, right? Because it's basically going to Esau's power structure, right? You got the Greeks, the Romans, Germanium Major, Germanium Minor, right? The French, the Spanish, and the British, right? Then you got, the 10 horns, which it grew to even more, all right? But you got Denmark, Belgium, France, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece. You got England and Ireland, Spain and Portugal, West Germany. All right, but like I say, it grew All right, because back then you had the vassal states. All right, they were under other names. Yeah, the Lombards. Anglo-Saxon, whatever. Yeah, some hard names to pronounce, but yeah, you got it.
Okay. Verse 4 says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones.
Right, because at one point, bro, this place was just looked at as something, beautiful. Like, man, we want to come to America, right, to make something of ourselves. A city, with streets of gold. Many opportunities. Right, you can come over here and be a Hollywood actor. Right, you can be a rapper or a singer. You can just make it. All right, this is once looked at as some great place. All right,
it says stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication.
And this place is full of abomination, like we was going into. All right, sodomites roaming around freely. All right, getting into fights with everybody.
Yeah,
right. These niggas be, bro, just fighting all the time, bro. Yeah. See what I'm saying? And I wouldn't get in no fight, with them, bro. If any brothers that listen, don't get into no fight with no sodomite, bro. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it ain't a good look. And where you at that you haven't to even have a fight with him anyway? All right, yeah. It's just a lot of shit, bro. Esau, Habakkuk, what's that? Habakkuk 1 and 4. Right? Esau not judging properly. Right? You're the so-called king of the earth, but you letting wickedness just flourish. But it's okay. We understand why, because the Most High made you wicked. He designed you to be this way. All right, you were designed to be crooked. So in a way, you are being righteous in your life. Right? You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, and the Most High still gonna destroy you.
This is Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. It say, therefore the law is slack, and the judgment does never go forth.
Right. So it says the law is slack and judgment never goeth forth. This man got his own laws. He got his own, Bill of Rights and the Constitution and the amendments. Why you got all this shit, bro? This shit is confusing. And he constantly adding laws. You see? Just to trip Jake up anyways. All right? But for adults, why can't you just rule off of the Most High's laws? All right? Because you wanna be the Most High. All right? You want to replace him. All right? That's why you got your own shit set up. All right? Because for adultery is supposed to be put to death. The adulterer and the adulteress. Right? But if a woman commit adultery against you in this society, she gets half of your belongings.
Alimony.
Yeah, and alimony, and you get all this shit. She getting paid a month, and she's with another man. She get rewarded.
She get praised, bro.
Why would she stop? If she get up, bro, they life can get set up. That's why women scheme on men like that. They can just go and marry them, divorce them, and just set up. Now this bitch got a whole business off of you.
I'll have a kid with him.
Yeah.
Stinging your ass every week.
Fucking Anthony Davis, his baby mama. I say Anthony Edwards. He paid her out like in full, child support in full. Went to court fighting him again. She opened a business, but that shit just didn't do good. So now they back in court again. She's trying to get more child support. Talk about that meal or whatever he gave her wasn't enough.
That's crazy.
Right? You should have received death. That should have been your reward. All right? And it's still coming. Because, no wicked individual ever gets off the hook with the Most High. You see? It says that judgment is reserved for the wicked. And the reservation is not something you can cancel. Just going there.
Yeah, because people fail to realize that the law of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is still in effect. Why do you think niggas get into motorcycle crashes? That nigga committed adultery night before last. Bro, the Lord is still making moves. The angels are here. Ain't nobody on the planet is getting off, man.
Not just dying for no reason.
Yeah.
So a sparrow don't fall to the ground. That's the Lord's sanction, bro. And it's telling you, because that's just a bird, bro. Small bird. So it's telling you that, bro, even the smallest things that are happening, the Lord knows that it's going on.
Bird ain't a poor glizzy. nigga came falling out the heaven.
Yeah, man. Hey, little ants. We came. Hey, any ant do anything. The Most High know that is going on right now, bro. You just can't understand the Most High's mind. Hey, Yahweh Shah said the hairs on your head are numbered, and we don't even know that number, bro. There's no way we can find out.
Can't count that shit.
Right. He said the Israel is at the sand of the sea, bro. He knows the exact specs of the sand, bro. Come on, man.
He put bones on the water that
That's
it
what I
came
got.
past. Oh, let's go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 22. It says, fear ye not me. And then look how he opened it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coming out the gate, you know?
You don't fear
Go
me.
ask,
You better ask about me.
that's why I say
Have we not
reputation.
Yep.
Reputation or respect. Like, respect means to look back. So look back on the things that I've done, basically. That's what it basically meant. So it's like, from all the acts of the Most High, from what he did in Egypt, or from Noah when he flooded the earth, like, the fuck, man, you ain't got no fear of me.
Matter of fact, you know what they used to call me? Like, you know what I'm saying? They referred to the Lord as well. Allah shot you, man. All right? Which was what? That demon-like power. You know? You don't just get that name stigma to you just because of you being nice. You know? You have to show forth actions, that proves that what? You're that demon-like power. So meaning what? Meaning what? It was judgments that, took place, man.
Say the Lord love each other.
God.
Has thou not heard? As the scriptures say, hast thou not heard? You know?
It says, fear ye not me. Jeremiah 5:22. It says, fear ye not me, saith thee, Yahweh. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound?
It says that the angels
Tremble
tremble at
at
the
the
presence,
presence,
bro.
They don't got no emotion.
And they ain't got no fault. We say he charged them with folly. They have no fault, bro. Hey, man.
bro.
Man.
It says, will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree, that it cannot pass? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over.
Like with tsunamis, that's like judgment. They're able to, come on the shore because the Most High brings judgment on people. But you had these big ass waves, bro. They come and you see them. As soon as they get to the shore, the motherfuckers calm down. Because he gave the decree. Y'all had better not. You know what I'm saying? Don't go over there.
We're saying, Michael, was he mad at the waters?
Right.
You know? These people have forgotten the true fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem El-Shah, but that's about to be reestablished in the earth. It's a reason why, everybody gonna begin to give praise to the Lord again. Based off how he overly throws Babylon the Great. See? Great fear is coming to this place.
Just know that the Most High created the mind. And he's basically ordering and sanctioning your every step and your every move. That's that alone, bro. You should fear him. Because if he wants a specific outcome to happen, it's going to happen. He's gonna make things happen in your life to lead you to that. And you can't do anything to override that. You wake up today, I'm going to get some ice cream. He put that in your mind the night before. He made you want to go get that. And now you having a wreck because you want some vanilla ice cream.
This is Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. It say, therefore the law is slack, and the judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked do compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded.
Wrong judgment proceeded. The wicked compass about the righteous. When you read the book of 1 John, right, the third chapter, I believe it's the 18th or 19th verse, they say that the whole world lies in wickedness. All right, so it's more wicked individuals than it is, righteous. The Lord said, well, he was raising up a small remnant. All right, so that's the greater number, and these are the people that's in the world, and these are the things that they're bringing forth. Right? It's not going to be any righteous judgments going on. Right? There's not going to be any judgments according to the law. All right, like you says about the daughter of a priest, if she's a whore, right? She's supposed to get burned. All right, and these things may seem harsh and cold, but this kept wickedness out of Israel, because if another woman was plotting on being a hoe, she would see this bitch get burned, right? Oh no, I can't go that way. Yeah, fuck that. And in America, it's called what, the Great Whore, and this place is going to get burned. All right.
And also, too, if I could add, within the law, what it established structure. You know what I'm saying? It established, structure. To where, the brother made the point beautifully. To where you would know it was a recompense for doing a wicked act, man.
Rebellious son. You get stoned.
Yep.
Like, nah, I need to honor my father and my mother, because I can't go out like that. So put that fear in you. You're supposed to have that fear of the Lord to do right. It says in the book of Sirach, the fear of the Lord driveth away sins. That's supposed to be your mindset. And these people are walking around with no fear towards the Most High. All right? Because, the Most High, after he delivered us out of Egypt, bro, the people was afraid of him. They were afraid of us. They wouldn't even let us pass through their lands. They thinking we coming to take shit over. All right? And we read in the book of, like, Rahab the harlot, right? She said, bro, they all know about what happened. And, they got no strength in them. These men basically, they are meant for the taking. All right? When you read in the book of 1 Samuel, the third chapter, right? When you had Hophni and Phinehas, the sons of Eli, they brought the Ark of the Covenant to war, right, with the Philistines, right? They said, "Oh shit!" They said basically the gods of the Israelites are coming to the camp. What the fuck are we gonna do?
They said, "Bro, come get it out."
Yeah,
they said,
Ark of the Covenant shall not abide with us.
Yeah, they said, "What we gonna do?" These are the gods that delivered them from Egypt. You see, and this is that spiritual Egypt, bro. And the Most High is about to overdo what he did, right? And the whole earth is gonna be in fear.
This is Job chapter 23. And I'll start from, I get straight to the point, 13. Just to express that fear of the Lord. So Job 23 and 13 in the NLT, it says, but once I'm gonna start from 12. It says, I have not departed from his commands, but have treasured his words more than daily food. So Job was basically expressing that the severity of serving the Lord, man. So 13 it says,
that's why Yahweh said, man should not live by bread alone, by every word that proceeded out of his mouth of the Heavenly Father.
13 it says, but once he made his decision, who can change his mind? Whatever he wants to do, he does. It says, so he will do whatever. It says, so he will do to me whatever he has planned. He controls my destiny. No wonder I am so terrified in his presence. When I think of it, terror grips me. So he was expressing, and basically it was he was showing reverence to the Lord too within it, but he was expressing the fear that he had because he knew the power of the Lord, man. That's why even in Psalms 139, King David, he was basically mentioning how it starts off that chapter and he says, what, thou knowest my down sitting, thou knowest my uprising, thou knowest my thoughts are far off. So the Lord, he's in all control of these things. And the brother was mentioning how he knows even the amount of hairs that we have. Is that not a power to fear?
There's nothing you can hide from him. It says the darkness is as light before the Most High. Like, what? Hey, what King David said, he said, if I ascend into the heavens, thou art there. If I ascend deep into the earth, you there. In the sea, bro, because the presence of the Most High is everywhere. All right? You have his spirit within you.
I got one for you, right? This is Sirach 23 and 19. It says, such a man only feared the eyes of men, and know it not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Right. You can fear man, right? Or hide your ways from a man. All right. But you can't do that from the Heavenly Father. Right? You could fool an actual man on the planet Earth. All right. Where it says, hey, that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, going to the angels. All right. The Lord has angels everywhere, and a number amount of angels reporting on your ass. Everything that you're doing, every detail. Oh, look at that woman that got a man. All right. Oh, the nigga just stole something. Like, bro, yeah. These, like, what people in the world would consider a snitch.
Yeah.
This is what the angels are doing you know, for the Most High. It's not saying that he needs them to do that, but he created them to have that role.
Right.
You see?
The shit that Jake be doing in his house that he thinks nobody see, you know, behind closed doors. Shit, the Lord know all that, man. You know?
They say in Amos the 9th chapter, the eyes of the Lord are upon a sinful kingdom.
Good.
You know? The angels giving reports day in, day out, non-stop.
So it's nothing you can get away with.
Nothing.
Hey,
Everything
The shit that you do behind closed doors that you thought you was going to get away with, you are soon are going to have to answer for those things.
and that ain't saying, you know, that we perfect, because we go off too. But the difference is we got that mediator, the intercessor, Yahushua, right? Which acts as a lawyer before the Most High for us. All right. So when we do certain things, you know, hey, his blood is upon that. All right. He can appease the wrath of the Most High. Because what the Most High say, hey, this is my beloved son whom I am well pleased.
Bro, we need Yahushua. We need Yahushua, bro. I got a little bit more on that. It says, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts, he knew all things ere ever they were created. So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all.
You know everything before they was created.
Come on, bro.
You know everything that's going on. At all times. At once. It's nothing that's like, oh, the Most High like getting overwhelmed. Oh man, we got these people all over here, then we got this going on. He knows everything that's going on at once. Like, how can you even fathom that, bro?
Like that wicked nigga that the Lord killed, Ricky Hatton. Everybody hates Chris. Well, he told Chris, hey, when you go to the store, I'm gonna be there. When you try to hide, I'm gonna be there. When you sleep, when you wake up, I'm gonna be there.
Told us that.
Yeah, Julius.
What's that? Psalm 121 said the Most High neither slumber nor sleep. So
think upon that.
Yeah, he don't need to get no rest. Yeah, bro. Like, man. And then one thing that they used to always like just blow my mind, bro, is that nobody created him. So it's like,
yeah.
What was nothing was before you. Like, you just existing. Like, what? Doing what? Like,
Yeah,
bro. That's scary in itself, bro. Scary, before you created all of this and us, he was just there. Man, because you think everybody has a father and a mother, bro. Everything has a beginning. But it says the Most High has no beginning. Like, bro, our minds cannot, bro. My shit about to explode right now.
Yes, smoke come out, Jake. I got over for you. This song is gonna basically express that point too as well. This is Psalms 139, and man, you really could read the whole chapter, but you know, Jake can go do that. I'll start from 13 in the NLT, just to make it more plain. It says, "You made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb." You know, you could go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, to see, you know, how the process of birth too as well. 14, it says, "Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it." It says, "You watch me." This is the point. It says, "You watch me as I was being formed in utter seclusion, as I was woven together in the dark of the womb." It says, "You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. How precious are your thoughts about me, oh Yahweh, they cannot be numbered," man. You know? So just thinking off of that alone, you know, how the Lord, he knows, the Heavenly Father knows all these things. Why the fuck are you not in fear? You know?
Your life is playing out exactly how he wants it.
That's it.
He wrote out a story or a script for your life, and you stick to that. No matter what. He got this going on for billions of people. A script that they are following. They don't stray from. And people, and still will have you to think that you have some sort of free will. Because I can knock the sign over and I can be like, oh shit, I wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm. You doing what the Lord is.
It's like, bro, that's crazy, bro.
You remember that boy out that came to the other? I say, raise your hand. He said, no, I'm not gonna do that. I have free will. I say, the Lord said upon you to not do it, nigga.
Yeah.
The Lord made you not do it.
Regardless, man.
Regardless.
Got back to that.
This is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 5. It says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
Mystery Babylon the Great. All right, because what? You had a Babylon before. You had ancient Babylon, right? Which was ruled what? That's Nimrod, right? Then you had the Neo-Babylonian Empire, Nebuchadnezzar. Okay? These Babylons we know about. So what is it saying mystery for? Keep going.
It say Mystery Babylon, the mother of the harlots and abomination of the earth.
And that's talking about America. Keep going.
It says, verse 6, it says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
Right, the blood of the saints, with the saints are the Israelites, Psalms 15:5. All right. With the transatlantic slave trade, right? What they came over here, did to Gad, Reuben, right? All of the blood that was shed, right? And the blood that they're still shedding on this land. He's drunk with the blood. All right.
It says, and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua.
Right, the man that died in the face. So it says it's drunk with the blood. Now, what minute he's talking about? Right? You had the apostles back then. All right? They got put to death. Right? They all got put to death except for John the Revelator, so he can receive those visions. All right? You had many believers that was being put to death. But what did that happen in? Rome. So why is it associating Rome with this with Mystery Babylon? All right. You read Revelation the 13th chapter, it speaks about a beast coming back. A deadly wound was healed. It's talking about this place, Rome coming back, because that fourth beast was talking about Rome. But it said that it was going to come back. All right. In fact, we got Isaiah 47.
And what shows that redemption too is Revelation the first chapter. Yahushua say when he come back, all eyes shall see me, even those that pierce me.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So who was ruling in the time of
right?
Right.
You want to start the top?
That's showing you that the Edomites will be ruling in the time of our Lord Yahushua returning. Because they didn't pay for that yet, right?
Matter of fact, before we get that, you said that Isaiah 63.
Esau, Edom, your judgment is pending. It's already, set in stone. But it's coming quickly.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 1. It said, "Who is that come from Edom with dyed garments?"
So Edom is the subject of the matter here. Yeah.
It said from Basel. It say that is what's that, glorious?
Glorious.
This that is glorious in apparel, travailing in greatness of his strength. Traveling in greatness of his strength. I spake, and the righteousness mighty to save.
All right, so this is going into Yahushua. All right, it says, who is this that's coming from Edom? All right, so hey, it's going to give you what's going on. All right, because it said Barzah was the chief city of Edom. So what's Esau's chief city today? This place, America. All right. It said, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. That's how we know it's Yahushua. He's the only one that can save. That's in his name. He delivers. He saves. He is salvation.
Verse 2 would say, wherefore art thou red and thy apparel? It says,
so basically, going back to that first verse, Yahushua's coming back to a Edomite rule kingdom.
It says, and thy garments like him that treaded in a wine fat.
Right. So he says, why are thou red in all apparel, and thy garments like him that treaded in a wine fat? Right, which is going into the wine press, right? Because back then, to make wine, right, you would have people that would get together collectively and stump on grapes to make wine. All right, they'll put like a little rock, and they have like a little channel so that once they step on it, they kind of filter out the skin from the juices, and it'll flow all the way out. But it was a messy job. All right, it would get all in your clothes. All right, and they said the people stomped in rhythm. So that's how he said, why do you look like that you just got through from doing this task? Go ahead.
It says, verse 3, I have treaded the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Right, because this was a collaborative effort, right? When you did the you trampled on the grapes, you stomping them, you had people with you. We said, man, I did it alone. All right.
For I will tread them in my anger. It says, and trample. It says, and trample them in my fury.
So the people are going to be the grapes, right? This is what he is saying. He's painting a picture for you.
Good. It says, and their blood shall be sprinkled up on my garment, and I will stain all my remnant.
Right. So he said that his clothes are going to be stained for the amount of blood that's going to be shed, right? It's just symbolic for blood being shed. You know, ain't no blood going to be on the Lord. But he's basically telling you, bro, I'm coming back to put that work in. You see?
Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
Coming back to step on niggas, man. You read the fourth verse?
Verse 4, it say, for the day of vengeance is mine, is in mine heart. And the year of my redeeming is come.
Right, so it says vengeance is in the Lord's heart. So this is what Yahweh Shai is thinking about. All right? He's not thinking peaceful thoughts upon this place. He's thinking about bringing judgment. All right? Because the Lord is pissed off when what happened to him. All right? These motherfuckers are still walking around, right, and haven't received the judgment. That's why he said that, all eyes shall see me, and then those that pierce me. They are on his mind. Why is he mentioning them? All right? Them niggas are going to get it. And then the ones, too, of our people that say, hey, man, let the Lord's blood be upon us and our choice. You see?
Hey, that proves reincarnation, too. You know? Showing you that, once again, you can't escape the judgment.
Right.
The Lord going to have you in a new costume, ready to get destroyed. You know? Because you thought you got away with it in the time of the Roman Empire. You see? You niggas, you imagine them rejoicing over our Lord, bro. You see? Then you get a kingdom, then you get the Lord's people and do the same thing to them. You know? Bro, the payback for this place is going to be beautiful. You see?
Mm-hmm. I got that in the AMP. It says, for the day of vengeance against ungodliness was in my heart, and my year of redemption of those who put their trust in me. The year of my redeemed has come. So this is what the Lord is thinking about, coming back to save his people, right? And bringing judgment on this wicked ass place, which is America. All right. Now we can go back to the Isaiah 47.
Also, too, just to add on to the point, it didn't happen that long ago. Because the times frame when you're dealing with the Lord is completely different from our time frame. It says one day is as a thousand. I slightly butchered it, but so it didn't happen that long. Just think about
this. It's fresh.
Yeah, it's still fresh. Just think about it. Let's say, to drop it down on a micro scale. Let's say if you beat somebody ass, 3 days ago, he's still gonna be like, excuse me, he's still gonna be, worrying about that.
Like you jumped him.
Yeah.
And you think he just forgot about it? Now you think about, man, get these niggas back. See, I can't wait till I catch him. That's basically, your whole shot of mine. And he don't even know when he's able to do that because he's waiting for the green light. You see, best believe when he get that green light, he gonna be here speedily. Yeah.
See, people don't know the mind of the Lord. You see, they don't know. Think about it. Everybody think the Lord just all happy, jolly right now. The scriptures say vengeance is in his heart. That's what he's meditating upon. Imagine y'all shot pacing back and forth. That's something for their ass. That Jake too? Boy, Jake about to put the punches on shit. Jake, bro, you people don't stand a chance. You see? And Lord willing, we be able to escape the judgment that the Lord is about to send forth upon Babylon the Great.
Whenever you ever heard of a high priest putting in work? It's gonna be a high priest that's gonna come back and get on niggas' ass, bro. Leaving a heavenly temple, bro.
And you had made a point about how Yahushua didn't know when he was going to make their return. So I got this in Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 36. It say, "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, not the angels of heaven." Hold on. It say, "No, not the angels." Select. You start over. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 36. It said, "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but the Father only." So Yahweh is the only one that actually know that exact time when he's going to send Yahweh shot down here, right?
Showing you the difference between the Heavenly Father and the Son.
God.
You see? Because he could have revealed that to Yahweh Shah. He chose to keep that to himself. Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
Right, of the virgin daughter of Babylon. Come down, sit in the dust. It was confusion. But they didn't say Babylon. It said the virgin daughter of Babylon. All right? Matter of fact, you get real quick, Psalms 137 and verse 7 and 8.
This is Psalms chapter 137 and verse 7. It says, "Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof."
Mm-hmm. This is during the time when the Babylonians, when Nebuchadnezzar came up against Jerusalem. And you had Edomites that basically helped, right, and aided them and our destruction. And they were going even harder, all right, against us. When you read in the book of, I believe it's First Esdras or Second Esdras, the first chapter, but it says that the temple that the Edomites burnt. So they came and burnt the temple. All right? Because it didn't say the Babylonians did it. It said that the Edomites did it. So Esau just had so much fucking hate in his heart. He couldn't wait to do it. You see?
This is verse 8. It says, "O daughter of Babylon."
Oh, daughter of Babylon. Right after mentioning Edom. What does he have to do with Babylon? So it's this links up with Isaiah 47 chapter. It's talking about him.
It says, "Who art to be destroyed? Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us."
So Esau and Babylon is being mentioned in the same sentence.
Oh, I got one.
You got it?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13. Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter. This is Isaiah chapter 14.
Which one are you looking for?
The proverb against the king of Babylon. 14 and 4. Yep, the water. This is Isaiah 14 and 4. I'm gonna start at 3. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve." You see, as thou hast served us. Verse 4, it says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, "How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased."
Hey,
you see?
So that's Esau, bro.
Yep.
King of Babylon. They said when I have made, basically your servitude the end, that's the last days.
Yep.
Esau is the end of the world.
Yep.
You see? That's talking about him. So since you're already in Isaiah, bro, you can get to Isaiah 13 and what's that, 19?
This is Isaiah chapter 13 and 19. "And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms." You see?
16.
The glory of kingdoms, or going right back to Revelation the 17th chapter. The glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
So now it says shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. This is going to be the destruction of Babylon. Now, if you know anything about the destruction of Babylon, it didn't happen that way. Matter of fact, we get that in Daniel.
Yeah, it was the 4th chapter. Yeah. Oh, is it 5 and
It's
30? 5 and 30.
You start at 21 actually.
Say 21.
Yeah, because this is going into Babylon about to be destroyed, right? You had all these niggas, right? This is a proud ass moment for them because this is Belshazzar. You had years ago when Nebuchadnezzar came up against Jerusalem, and basically they took all of the vessels of gold, silver, everything, right? The what is it called in the temple, bro? But they had the cups and all that out of the temple, bro. These motherfuckers got drunk with those items, all right? And in the midst of that, they were at war with the Medes and the Persians, and they felt untouchable, right? Because when you go into this kingdom, bro, Babylon, they had double walls, right? So where high walls, to where you couldn't come in and climb that shit. And if you get through one wall, you still gotta get through the other. And at the same time, you got people shooting down arrows and everything. So, bro, they were untouchable from that wall, from their defenses, bro. And then people were usually, all right, well, I'm gonna starve y'all out. We're gonna surround y'all and besiege y'all. But Babylon, it had the Euphrates River going through there, right? So they had a continuous supply of water, fish. You couldn't starve them out. You see what I'm saying? So the motherfuckers are so proud. We just finna get drunk. All right, off of the vessel, off of these so-called holy vessels, right? Because he could have just used some regular cups or whatever. He said, no, go bring me that. All right. Then the Most High showed a sign for his ass. Like, all right, nigga, you want to be proud? All right.
Got something for you there.
This is Daniel chapter 5, verse 21. It says, and he was driven from the sons of men, and his heart was made like the beast. Is that you wanted me to get straight to the point? You said 21, but it starts at like 25 when you mentioned the vision. Yeah, right, I thought Jake wanted a little bit more content. But this Daniel 5 and 25, it says, and this is the writing that was written. Many take care of person. This is the interpretation of the thing.
Right. Many. They called Daniel to come break it down, bro. Because verse are like, man, look, bro, we seen this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to come break this down. So they start trying to call the wise man and all that, man. I'm gonna give y'all this, man. I think what he said a purple robe or a gold chain and something else. But he got a reward for it. And they remember when Daniel was breaking down Nebuchadnezzar to him, hey man, go get him. And he said, hey, look, I'm finna break this down for you. First of all, nigga, you proud. Getting on their ass. But look, you gotta let them know what's going on.
And who knew what the interpretation of the thing Daniel did?
Yeah. They always use, a man of the Lord to basically to decipher a vision. Just look at in the time with Joseph. Yeah. They had to get him. And of course they came to him warning them about the famine. But you always have to go to what a credible source.
Bro, and we are that.
Yes,
that's it. Break it down because these are hard sayings, bro. The prophecies, and we able to break these things down. So people want to know anything, bro. They got to come to us.
You got to be connected to the source. Mm-hmm. You have to know Yahweh Shai. You have to be acquainted with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
And bro, in the times of Jacob's trouble and all these things going on, bro, we get closer to the end, bro. It's only going to increase. Yeah. So the Lord going to be showing us so much stuff, bro. So much stuff.
This is Daniel 1. Just to hit the point that you made. Daniel 1, I'm gonna get straight to 19. It says, and the king communed with them, and among them all was found none like Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Therefore stood they before the king, and in all matters of wisdom and understanding that the king inquired of them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and astrologers that were in all his realm, man. So it's just showing for that difference between the sources,
like when you had Janus and Jambres in Egypt combating Moses in there. They just couldn't do nothing. It got to a point to where they were trying to replicate everything, but it got to a point that little left hand shit can only go so far. They were like, hey, shit, man, this is the Most High doing this, bro.
They say this is the finger of the Most High. We read it. I got the Daniel 5. Back in Daniel 5 and 26, it says, this is the interpretation of the thing. Many, meaning the Most High had numbered thy kingdom and finished it.
So the Lord has set certain bounds you cannot pass. Job 14:5. All right, because we relating Esau to Babylon because he's the first daughter of Babylon. All right, so he's telling them, hey, bro, your kingdom is done. All right, you finished. You been all proud, and drunk and shit. Hey, you over with, fam. This is it for you. This same night.
Go ahead. 27. It says, Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting.
Meaning the Most High examined your kingdom, right? And you do not live up to the standards of the Most High. This shit gotta go.
28. Perez, it says, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians.
So you are finna fall to them. You think y'all untouchable? Okay, bro. What the Medes and Persians did, bro? Because they had the Euphrates River going through there. Nobody could go. So what they did, they diverted the water to make it, able, so you can walk through. And them motherfuckers came in that way and snuck up on their ass, bro. See, the Most High decides when the kingdom is gonna fall or not. No matter how strong you think you are. All right.
Say he set up he ruled in the kingdom of it. He set up the basis of it too.
Yeah.
It's like pride going before destruction and the haughty spirit before fall. The brother just mentioned how they were basically proud within that moment. Boasting, rejoicing. But continuing on, 29 it says, then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet and put a chain of gold about his neck, and made a proclamation concerning him that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom. And that night Belshazzar, the king of the Chaldeans, slain, and Darius the Median took the kingdom, being about 62 years old.
All right, so that same night, nigga got put to death. All right, so Babylon wasn't destroyed, right? Like Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed with the fire and brimstone, right? The kingdom was just translated, right? It just took over that shit. So what Babylon they're talking about? You got that Jeremiah? Jeremiah 49, you can start at 16.
This is
Thy terribleness.
This is Jeremiah 49 and verse 16. It say, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and thou pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks.
All right, going to Esau, Edom said the same thing in Obadiah.
That hold this the height of the hills. It say
Cluster of the rock that holds the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle. You start over, brother.
This is Jeremiah 49 and verse 16. It say, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and thou pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, that holdest the highs of the hill, though thou shouldest make thou nest as the height as the eagle.
Yeah, that's what this man did when he made all these space stations and all of this shit. Because really, he ain't going no fucking space. He just fucking hovering, over the earth like the little because he can't go past the Van Allen bill, right? So he just hovering right there. They ain't go to the moon. The Most High made that to where you can't leave. You can't get past that, and he knows that. That's how the Most High so cold.
Them niggas be behind a green screen.
Yeah.
In front of green screen and bullshitting with the world.
They just over the atmosphere of the earth. That's as far as you can go. Most High didn't design man to go far out.
It says the latter end. It says, "I will bring thee down from thence," said the Lord.
Right, when he started doing all that, bro, like 60s and 70s, that's when the Lord started bringing your ass down, your kingdom down, because what? That's when the Most High raised up our business.
Okay.
All right, it was a wrap. And when Albert Bivens was raised up, which is Elijah, what was his job? To prepare a way, for the Lord, to get the Israelites ready, bro.
I got you real quick. This Revelations 11:11. It says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
You say that 3 days and a half. That's 1619 to 1970. All right, from the time when we came into slavery until the time of Albert Bivens, right? Coming with the Holy Spirit, bro, with the actual truth, right? No, all 12 tribes of Israelites. All right. Then you have the other men, other great men, High Priest Ariah, right? Yeah, King Masha. You see, High Priest Yaikwab, right? And High Priest Ariah is the one that put the sign together.
Feeling the Ezekiel 37 chapter?
Yes. You see, the Most High was working, bro. That was a miracle, bro. From the state that our people was in, the Lord sending the Holy Spirit down. Like, we finna wrap this up. Finna set my people in order. What's that? Psalms 50 and 20, I think. Thou thoughts I was once together as thyself, bro. I would set them in order before thine eyes and something like that. All right. So Esau had to witness this, bro. Us being in slavery, us being down, us being in that dead state, and all of a sudden, the Holy Spirit just come upon us, bro. We out here preaching now. We ain't being niggas no more. We ain't robbing and killing each other and committing adultery with each other women. We ain't doing that, bro. We are following the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, speaking the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah on the earth again. And they're like, man, how did they figure this out? You see, because after everything I'm doing to them, bro, I'm poisoning the water. I'm poisoning the music, right? We give them Sexy Red. We give them Future. All right, Kodak Black, right? Why isn't it working? You see? We give you the men's society, the boys in the hood, all right? We got them in the projects. They got liquor stores everywhere. They got all this horrible food surrounding them. They got a Christian church. They're on every corner. So
only in the hood.
Yeah, went in, bro, and it did not work. Revelation the 6th chapter, where it says what? Hurt. It says, "Hurt not the oil and the wine," meaning that you will not be able to stop this truth from coming out. You will go be able to do anything, right? Yahweh Shah told Peter, "Upon this rock will I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." Esau Edom was not going to be able to do anything, bro. This is meant to happen. All right, because we're at the end, bro. We finna get ready to go back home. All right, because this, like scripture say, this is not our rest. All right. Hey, what is it? Ezekiel 36 chapter, bro? It's like one of my favorite verses, bro. It said, hey, basically the Most High talking to the land, hey, man, let's get ready. All right, get yourself prepared because my people are at hand to come. You see? Bro,
yeah, I got one.
We yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 17. It say, also Edom shall be a desolation. It says, everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
Hey, now it says Edom right here. Now read that one more time.
Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
Now, when the brother read Isaiah 13, it says that Babylon was going to be overthrown or destroyed like Sodom and Gomorrah. Read the next verse.
It says, as the overthrown of Sodom and Gomorrah. It says, in the neighbor cities thereof, said the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of a man dwell in it.
Say that in Isaiah 13 about Babylon. We overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah. They said Esau was going to be like that. Jump over to Jeremiah 15:13.
This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 13. It said, because of the wrath of the Lord, it should not be inhabited.
Talking about Babylon. In this chapter.
But it should be
Holy.
wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by Babylon should be astonished and hiss at all her plagues.
So, bro, it's the dots are there, bro, for you to connect.
Right.
Esau is ruling Babylon. Yahushua is coming to an Edomite ruled kingdom when he returns. All right? So this has to be this place. Mystery Babylon has to be America that's drunken with the blood of the saints and with the martyrs. All right? This is that fourth beast that was coming back that had that deadly wound. Revelation 14, we're going to Revelation 13, then Revelation 14, right? It's still talking about this place, but it's matter of fact, 14 and 8, real quick. 14, 8, and 9.
This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 8. It says, got it. This Revelation 14 and 8. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Read the next verse.
And the third angel followed, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Whoa. This is talking about Babylon. What is it talking about a mark for? The Charagma. All right. When did Nebuchadnezzar have a mark? All right. Or Nimrod, right, had this device. Right? Revelation 13 said they caused all both small and great to receive this. And that you wouldn't be able to basically function in society if you didn't have this. When did they do that? So who are this talking about? Matter of fact, keep going, brother.
Hey, and then too, your brother, you just read it. When it said Babylon should not be inhabited. But when you look at ancient Babylon right now, that land is inhabited. It's up and running. You see? Showing you that it wasn't talking about ancient Babylon. That prophecy is for talking about America. Because nobody's supposed to be ruling. It was what? Overthrown.
Right.
Some don't line up. Right?
They say it's not supposed to be inhabited again, but that's Iraq over there, bro.
Right, it's in Iraq.
You can look up buildings over there, motherfuckers living over there right now. I can get a flight over
You
there.
go to that motherfucker.
I wouldn't go there, but you can.
Verse 10, it says, the same drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Right, so this is going to be the judgment that the Most High is going to give you. Pure judgment, right? There ain't going to be no mercy within that. You take that charisma, right? That seal, right? You will be destroyed. But wait, there's more.
It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
And in the presence of the Lamb, so the Yahushua was going to be at this Babylon. So when he appeared and do this, it's showing you, bro, it has to be this place. All right? Because this place will be set on fire. When the scriptures speak about, the lake of fire, it's talking about America being on fire. Revelation, the 15th chapter, where John said, well, I saw a sea of glass as it was mingled with fire. That's this place.
Hey, when was ancient Babylon called spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt?
Yeah, come on, bro.
So it has to be talking about America, which it is.
Mm-hmm. You got to have the Holy Spirit, bro, to be able to see these things, bro. You see? So this place is destined to be destroyed, right? When you read in the book of Peter, right, it speaks about Sodom and Gomorrah being an example to all that live ungodly. And this place has done way much worse. So what do you think is going to happen to this place? All right? He said this is reserved unto fire, which is called the second death. So this is what's coming right to America, right? And to the small hats over here, right? All of this is about to be destroyed, bro. You see, because the Lord has said it, He's saying it, and we are excited, and we are happy. All right, that it will be done. Okay, the Lake Charles got to go. Got shit. That was
I continue on this. God. Verse 11, Revelation 14:11, it says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever.
Because America's gonna burn for a very long time. It's gonna be a memorial. Everybody gonna be able to see the judgment of the Most High brought to this place for ruling in wickedness as you did. This is the fucking judgment, right? You are the wicked, right? You gotta make a hell of an example out of you. All right, because this is gonna be the new high holy day. All right, when Babylon the Great gets destroyed. All right, we're gonna celebrate your destruction, bro. All right, that's why I said Jeremiah 16. They ain't gonna be speaking about the ancient deliverance like that. All right, we still gonna celebrate that Passover. All right, but this one is gonna overshadow that. When Yahushua came back in his glory and delivered his people, right, and took down Esau and put him in captivity, right, to receive his kingdom. All right.
This is Isaiah 34 and verse 9, straight to the point. It says, and the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch.
You're gonna set this whole on fire. That's what's gonna happen. America is gonna burn. People always talk about World War III, got all these movies. Bro, it's going to happen. We are already in World War III. All right? But there's certain prophecies and other things that has to happen. Like we just talked about the Karagma. That has to come to pass. All right? Once that man makes it mandatory, bro, it makes life really hard, bro, to exist without it, bro. Hey, the Lord gonna have to step in. So when you see all these things happening here about Esau making the movies, I might do this, I might do that. Just know when it comes to that point, the Lord gonna back us, and the Lord gonna show Himself and reveal Himself. That's why I said, well, He shall lift up a standard. All right, the Lord ain't just gonna leave us out there, bro.
Continuing on, verse 10, it says, it shall not be quenched, night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever.
Right, anybody gonna be able to put it out. You ain't gonna be able to fly over America and dump gallons of water on it. All right, it's just a fire. It just gotta burn out on its own. It's like a Tesla. The fire in the motherfucker, you can't put that motherfucker out.
And also, too, you gotta think about all the sources of fuel, that's plants. Plants,
Oil
people,
in the water.
shit,
Yeah.
people, you know what I'm saying?
What's that? Isaiah 9 and 5?
Kind, I get it. This Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So it was mentioning what the old way of war,
That was the manly way.
Yeah.
Now you gotta look a man in his eyes before you shoot. You see, that's how it's supposed to be. All right, but there's all this technology and the missiles and the gun that can kill you. This nigga way over there, all right, 200 miles away with a sniper. Like there ain't nothing manly about that. All right, we said vision shall be with burning and fuel of fire. It's the nuclear missiles. So you can read verse 19.
This is Isaiah 9-19. It says, through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire.
Back in what you said.
Yep. No man shall spare his brother. And even too, when we was reading Isaiah the 34th chapter, when you read up, it starts to speak about different animals that you will bring to a sacrifice, but that was likened unto the people, man. So hey, niggas is gonna partake in that fire too, man.
It's gonna be a big sacrifice.
That's it. You want some more?
Isaiah 34? I think you probably get to you trying to read the lines of confusion or what? That was the point you're trying to get.
Yeah, that was pretty much the point. Yeah. Oh, I still had a little bit more on that 10 verse. It says, I started off Isaiah 34:10. It says, it shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever.
You can read the next verse too.
Kind, that's the spirit. Verse 11. It says, but the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness,
Right,
man.
so they got all these memorials and the statues and all of this shit, these so-called buildings that y'all admire so much, all that shit gonna be gone.
That's it.
All right, the lines of confusion. Oh, like you said, you got Texas here, California. You ain't gonna be able to tell
State line.
what nothing, man.
Gone.
Nothing.
Yeah.
This place is gonna be totally unrecognizable. A fucking desert. This is what the Lord's about to turn this whole fucking land mass into a desert.
They said, got a blade of grass left.
That's why I was mentioning,
Lord, angry at the rivers.
Just God.
That's why Habakkuk, bro, he said, hey, in wrath, Lord, remember mercy.
Yeah.
Remember mercy. Hey, how hard the Lord about to go, bro? Because Sodom, what he said he smoked the grass.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. Shit.
That's why, and two, also too, just to kind of link it. Shit, I mean, it lines right up with Revelation the 18th chapter, man. You know, when because it speaks in there and it says it's going to be a habitation of I think it says devils, and then it starts to mention, you know, the certain animals that'll dwell here. You know, but that was pretty much it on that though.
It's Isaiah 19:1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
He said, hey, the Lord will come in on that swift cloud with that chariot into Egypt. He did it before in ancient Egypt. Because he was that death angel that came through. All right? This slay the firstborn.
It says, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
Hey, what's that? Man's heart filling up for fear. Bro, when Yahweh shot pull up, bro, it says he's going to show up with full of power and great glory. Bro, that's gonna be a great entrance. And you think that the chair's gonna just come just flying all regular?
Yeah.
And no, bro, they finna
Show
all type
up.
of
The vibration of it gonna be so heavy. You gonna feel it.
Yeah, like, bro, when Yahweh shot comes, bro, all life is gonna acknowledge you. Everything is gonna acknowledge his presence, bro. He created everything. Everybody gonna feel that. That's why it says what that the nations what's that? Revelation 1:7.
They shall all eyes shall see tremble. They say well.
Yeah, I think it's well. I think it's that.
This is Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds. What's a cloud? It says, and every eye shall see him.
Right, because he coming on a gigantic, huge ass chariot. Right, when Edric seen it, he said, bro, it was like a fucking mountain. But he said if it was, how big it was, but you would have seen where that came from. But bro, I couldn't find it. That's gonna be terrifying in itself. You see a big ass ship in your atmosphere and you can't do nothing about it. Yeah, people gonna be seeing it all aliens.
Yep.
But then the Lord gonna put it in your spirit to know, like, nah, ain't no aliens, nigga, it's me. Whom y'all call Jesus Christ, right? But everybody's gonna know what they have done, right? And why they about to be put to death. The ones who scoffs, right? When you go into ancient Egypt, bro, when Solomon was going to, I think that Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter, but he was going to how the Most High basically put it in their minds, and they even dreamed about it on why he was bringing that destruction upon them. So, bro, the Lord gonna reveal it to you, like, hey, this is why. Yep. You all gonna know. All right. In the book of Jude, bro, it says Enoch prophesied of that, bro. But the Lord coming with his angels, right? It said 10,000 upon 10,000, right? So what? Yeah, he said 10,000 upon 10,000, right? He says just to judge and convict, right? Everybody that ever said anything, but we might have to get that Jude 1 in somewhere. It's like 14 and 15.
This is Jude 1 and 15. It says, what you say, 14?
Yeah, 14, 15.
Verse 14, it says, and Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these sayings. Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints.
Right, this way in the beginning, bro, Enoch talking about this. right? And this was a great man of the Lord. The Lord had to take him. You see? You know, on point that you gotta be for the Lord. You're like, nah, he come with me.
Yeah. Man, but just think about that.
Yeah.
Jake's walking in all out the blue.
Yeah, Lord, he just leaned up.
You sleeping or whatever.
iPhone fall to the ground.
Yeah. Man.
Where he at no more?
You can just get that in your spirit to go outside 3, 4 in the morning and thinking you about to go see a charity, you know, whatever the case may be, and one pull up.
Bro, he was translated. That's what he said, bro. He didn't die. He just went straight to the spirit, bro. Just went straight there, bro. Without having to die. That's what we gonna experience, bro. But the kingdom of heaven is gonna be here on earth. So, you see?
Verse 15, it says, to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds.
All your ungodly deeds. This is on the Lord's mind. Bro, nothing is gonna go unpunished. Anything you see a nigga keep going at the down, bro. This nigga just keep getting away with it. Like nothing happens to you, bro. You see? But the Lord got something for him.
They didn't lock you up yet.
Go ahead.
It says,
you would want to call the laws yourself.
hey, this nigga out of here.
Y'all ain't doing your job.
It says, among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him.
All your hard speeches that you have said, any scoffing that you have did, anything that you have said in your mind, every idle word.
I got that.
Oh, go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 12 verse 36. It says, but I'm saying to you that every idle word that a man should speak, they should give an account thereof in the day of judgment.
You're going to have to account for that, bro. You're going to have to account. You're going to know exactly what the hell you said.
That's right.
And ain't going to be no talking. The Lord ain't coming to speak to you. Hey, you remember on this day, on July 13th of 2000, and you said this, no, death. Yeah, this is the time right now for you to repent and turn to it. Bro, because the doors of mercy are going to close, bro. Hey, you just going to have to deal with that.
That's all. That was it on the Jew.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 51. It says, behold, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. It says, for this corruptible
shall be raised incorruptible, bro. Because it says that the corruption can't inherit the kingdom. The flesh and blood can inherit the kingdom of heaven. So we got to be changed, bro. Our whole makeup is going to be changed, bro. Who knows what that feels like, bro, having a new body. But you know what a new car feels like, right? It's having on some new clothes, but a new brain, a new heart, bro. Who knows how this body is going to be designed? It can't be designed the same way. Bro, that's gonna be a feeling. You ain't gonna feel a little hurting in your knees no more, in your legs.
Back, feet ain't gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah, none of that, bro. You ain't got no runny nose, cough. You ain't gonna have to work out. It's gonna be built. We ain't gonna be at Planet Fitness.
I
just slipped and Jake said runny nose.
God. Hey, it speaks about basically how trash the flesh is, and Wisdom of Solomon, I think that's 9. Say that the mortal soul museth upon many things, even the thoughts, you know, not only necessarily, you know, just the physical things, but the thoughts that we have, you know,
that shit fuck you up.
Yeah, you know. I'll say, all right, a quick precept too. This is Philippians chapter 3, verse 20. It says, for our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able to even subdue all things unto himself, man. All right, when you go into that, I always like to go into, when you go into that word vile, all right, you look at the meaning of it, it goes into being spiritually abased, all right, or lowly, you know? So we're going to be changed from that. And it says that we're going to receive a glorious body likened in fashion on the hills, man. You know?
The Lord said, when he said joint heirs, bro, he meant that.
Yeah, for sure.
He meant that. You know, all Israel gonna get it eventually, but bro, you gonna have levels, bro.
Yep.
You gonna have levels that you gonna be able to see, bro. Cause bro, we doing all this, bro. Departed from the world, bro, and all this, bro. We not gonna be on the same level. We're not gonna be on the same level everybody else, bro. And the Lord's gonna show that. He's gonna show that, bro. Like the work that we put in, the things that we are able to do in the kingdom of heaven and get into, bro. Like, you think everybody gonna be able to sit at the table with your house shop, bro? No, bro.
Yeah,
no, you can't do that.
And you got examples of that with the 12.
Yeah.
You know, when Yahweh Shah was teaching the disciples, he's like, this for y'all. You know, this ain't for everybody, bro. It was levels. That's a level moment right there. You know, you can get it, bro. So hey, you come sit with me, eat. You know what I mean? You drink with me. Them, don't worry about the niggas, bro. Then Israel is like what, like it to the sand of the sea. So it's for sure gonna be levels. You know,
It's gonna be like, you know, with the temple.
Yeah, that's spirit.
Like,
I was
you
about
had
to make
you
it.
had the priest, bro.
The priest,
They could be ministering in there, bro. But you better not go through that holy. But hey, what it says that through your house shall we able to go through that. We had the access, bro.
Access to Yahweh Shah.
You got the access, man. And that's what it's gonna be like in the kingdom. Everybody ain't gonna have that type of access.
They trying to get to a planet, access denied.
Yeah.
Access granted, bro.
We gonna be governing everything, bro.
Yep.
We gonna be making any decision of what will be going on. It ain't gonna be like no oppressive type shit. Everybody gonna be happy and excited, but it's Israel, bro. Every Israelite gonna be doing it, you know. Ain't nobody gonna be jealous. Oh, he got this, and I got this little palace.
I got one for you. It's Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains. It shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it.
Right, there ain't gonna be no more Esau's government or anybody's government. All that shit going out the window, bro. The law, statutes, and commandments will be set up and will be the standard, and people have to follow our heritage, right? Our traditions and our ways, and if not, they gonna get their ass beat. Zechariah, the 14th chapter speaks about, hey, they don't come up to keep our feasts, motherfuckers ain't gonna receive no rain. So we're gonna be able to send a famine on their ass. They gonna come then, motherfucker ain't eating. You see? So they're not gonna have no choice.
They're flying, take off your shoes.
Yeah.
I bet you're real shoes.
That's what a famine caused, you know. Israel basically went through that, man. You know, when they had that dirt in the land. But verse 3 it says, and many people shall go and verse 3 it says, many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High, of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord Yahweh from Jerusalem.
So this is what we're gonna rule by, and the whole world is gonna love it. Like they're gonna benefit off of it. That's why it says in Proverbs 29th chapter, right? When the righteous are on authority, the people will rejoice. All right, because it ain't gonna be no adultery going on. We're not gonna allow that. All right, they're not gonna be eating all these abominable creatures. All right, dogs, cats, and frogs. Right? Yeah, you ain't doing that. All right, you better not even look at the animals too long. All right, talking to you, Moab. Anything. All right, it's gonna be justice going forth, bro, and people gonna love it. All right, with that, hope this free speaking edifying. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Hey, double honor to the apostle, to the great millstone, peace, say, taste to the Achion, to the elect, that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching the truth and faith and sincerity. Hey, shalom.
Shalom. Gotta close. Did the close first. I can't see the screen. The battery indication came on.